Hello everybody, welcome back. So today I'd like to talk a little bit about the 5 signs that we're actually shifting into a better place and into a better world. And it might not seem like that if you look around what's going on in the world right now. You might actually feel the opposite is happening. So let me know in the comments how you feel. Do you feel a bit anxious? Do you feel fearful, a bit uncertain? What's going on? What's coming? What's happening? Let me know in the comments how you feel. And we'll dive right into the signs that we're actually shifting into a better place and into a better world. And the first one, the biggest one, is that the old systems, the outdated systems, are actually breaking down and crumbling now. That might sound like exactly the opposite is happening. Because if you look at politics, if you look at the financial system, the healthcare system, the educational system, they're all not functioning in a way they're supposed to, and they're all obviously crumbling down. And that is something, though, that is necessary in order to come up with new systems that actually work in humanity's favor and soul aligned. Because most people, when they go to the 9-to-5 jobs, it is mostly just about paying the bills, earning the money and to pay the bills. So if you ask yourself, what would you be doing and how would you contribute to society if you didn't have to work, if you didn't have to worry about bills? What would you be doing? What's your purpose? What fulfills you? Let me know in the comments what that would mean for you to not have to work for paying the bills. And what would you be doing if you had the money not to work, not to worry about bills? How would you still contribute to society? What do you feel is your purpose? What would be a fulfilling thing for you to do? Let me know in the comments. And so obviously for that to happen, though, the old systems need to go. And that's what we're seeing right now. We're in the transition phase, and transitions are always messy and chaotic. So just see it as labor pains, and at the end you get the reward, but we're not quite there yet. So it'll still be a while for those systems to fully break down and to rebuild after that. And so it might get a bit messier in the meantime, but the most important thing for you during that time is to stay calm and have a balanced nervous system. And that's something we'll talk about in future videos, and we'll go over some exercises as well that can help you to actually stay in a balanced and balanced nervous system, calm, regulated nervous system. So that is sign number 1. All the systems are breaking down. And so the second sign is that people start to ask deeper questions. So more and more people, if you look around, if you're watching this video, you're most likely one of them. A lot of people are asking deeper questions. They're starting to ask, they're looking for fulfillment, for purpose. And if you look back just a few years or 10 years maybe, it was all about work, eat, sleep, repeat, and maybe go on vacation every now and then. And now people are starting to question, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? This isn't really a fulfilling job that I'm working here from 9 to 5 or whatever your time might be. And so they're searching for inner growth, for spiritual growth, and they're realizing there's more to them, and they're looking into consciousness and purpose, meaning, values. And all that is also part of the shift that is happening, that you start to question things that you might have been doing for the past 10 years or longer without questioning. So that is sign number 2. And sign number 3 is that all the traditional careers and identities, they're dissolving. So people are leaving the jobs that drain them. They realize it's not good for them. They're stressed out, they're burned out. And so they actually make the choice to leave their jobs and to look for something that is actually fulfilling and aligned with their soul and their purpose. So that is also a big sign, and it's not, again, something that is destructive. It is expansion. So we're expanding in consciousness, and we're looking for more than just a 9-to-5 jobs to pay the bills. And the fourth sign is transparency. So again, on the surface level, it might not look like it, because what we see is more control, like digital ID and control of social media, free speech on social media, all those things. Now, I'm not saying we shouldn't raise our voices against that, but again, it is actually exposing things like corruption and abuse of the system, because it is becoming so obvious that people just see it more than they used to. It's almost like a light is being shown on all those things, on the corruption, the manipulation, and those old systems that are not functioning. It's like they're shining a light on it to expose it, and that's what's happening right now. So all those things are coming, and they're being implemented, and we do have to raise our voices against it. It's becoming so obvious that more and more people actually go against it and see it, and see what's happening, and see the corruption, and see the manipulation, things that they haven't seen before, because it happened in the dark and sort of hidden away from the public, so we didn't even know it was happening. And now it's becoming more and more obvious, and with that there's more and more resistance, and so that eventually it'll have to crumble down as well, and we'll go and build our own new systems that are more soul aligned and purpose aligned and fulfilling. So it's just something that is temporary, in my opinion, but again, it doesn't mean you don't do anything about it. It just means it is now transparent, so that you can actually see it and you can actually do something about it. Before, things were, like I just said, hidden, and they sort of happened in the dark, and so nobody knew about it, which is now changing with everything becoming so obvious that it's not working at all. So that was our fourth sign. And now the fifth sign is the collective nervous system, which is waking up. So people are becoming more aware, more sensitive, more emotional. The consciousness is just generally rising. And so it goes hand in hand with everything before, with the nervous system trying to stay in a regulated nervous system, and you'll be able to go through those changes in a calm and collected way. And that is very important, because we can't change it. It's happening whether you like it or not. Those changes are coming, and we're actually right in the middle of it already. So trying to stay in a calm, regulated nervous system, and that will make the whole thing, the whole shift, way easier for yourself and for all of humanity. Because if you hold space, then you hold space for everyone else as well, and we shift through everything much more smoothly. So that is a very important thing. And that nervous system that is waking up right now in the collective, and we can see that it is not regulated with a lot of people, so they are a bit more fearful and anxious. And that is something, if you stay calm and collected, you can help them work through this as well, just by being calm and have a regulated nervous system and holding the space. That really helps people around you to have this inner trust and this inner knowing that we're going into a better place. That is what it's all about. You have to have the trust and the inner knowing that what is coming is for the betterment of humanity and not for the worse. And yes, we do have AI and everything coming up, and that is threatening to take away jobs from people, and that's something that a lot of people worry about as well. But if AI can take over your job, it wasn't really a soul-aligned job that you were meant to do in the first place. You're much bigger than that, and much more powerful, and meant for other things that are purposeful, that are fulfilling, and that go way beyond stacking shelves, working at a checkout, or numbers, working numbers as an accountant, or whatever your job might be, that you sort of in your subconscious already know that it is not fulfilling, and that is not what you're meant to be doing for the rest of your life. So I hope that helped you a little bit to get out of a fear mode if you were in it. And make sure you subscribe for my next videos. We'll go through some exercises as well over time to help you stay in a calm, regulated nervous system, and just to help you going through the shift more easily and smooth, and stay in a trusting and knowing place. Bye.